Hey everyone, it's Miss Dana. Welcome to my threes classroom. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and press that subscribe and like button. I just want to share a little bit about center management. So often, some teachers prefer to limit the amount of students in their centers, and some teachers choose to just let the children have free access to any center that they choose to go into. I personally say that each year is different. I know last year I had 23-year-olds in this classroom. This classroom isn't very large, and I had to come up with a system that works to just manage the children where 20 children didn't end up in one center. And so this year I felt the same. I'm in the classroom by myself this year. I don't have an assistant, and I really felt like I needed more, management. I needed to manage those centers more for the students. And so what I did was I came up with this system. I have Velcro on the side of the refrigerator, and I have the child's picture with Velcro on the top. When the children go into center, they come and one child chooses their center at a time, and I limit the amount of children in the center, but they take their photo and they walk over to the center. This is my library center. And what they do, I have the number. It says how many friends can play here. This is my library. 2 friends are allowed to play there. So they put their picture here on this chart here. I purchased this from a Teacher Pay Teacher. I think it was like $1 for this. And I added the circles on there myself because it was edible. And I added the circles on there so the children know how many friends. If their pictures can't fit up here, that's really critical thinking, problem solving. They automatically know that they need to go to another center. So these are located. This is my library center. I'm going to go over to my block center. And over here in my block center, the same. How many friends? 1, 2, 3. I allow 3 friends. In my block center, as you can see, the pictures go right there. I go right on over to my home living center, and the same over here. 1, 2, 3. These are located in each center. Only 3 friends are allowed in this center. And when I say it works, it really works. It took about maybe 2 weeks for the children to get acclimated. And I started it. The secret is to whatever you plan to implement in your classroom, implement it the first day of school. That first week is going to really just set the pace or set the tone for your school year. This is my science center. I allow 3 friends in my science center. And then I also have this right here. Over here is my carpet. And on this here, I've created this as a center as well. And right here, I allow 2 friends on the carpet at a time, and they can do a puzzle. They can do. I have these magnetic tiles over here. They can pull the magnetic tiles over to the carpet, and they can build whatever is available for them to bring to the carpet. They're allowed to do that. Over here, I have my art shelf, and 3 friends are allowed to do art. And the art table is right here. They can pick anything from the art shelf and they bring it over to this table. I hope this is helpful. As I stated earlier, every year is different. Every group of students is different. During this many years, I've had groups that they were so mellow. And then I've had groups that, okay, this is going to be a long year. I need this year to get over with like ASAP. But it's just managing the centers, not control. So often I know some teachers feel that that's controlling the children. I think that classroom management is the key to a successful classroom, and it works for my classroom. This especially for new teachers coming in, I think this is something you need to try because you will become overwhelmed. Extend grace to yourself. Just prepare for the year. And if it doesn't work, then you know what, try something different. But for me, this works this year with this amount of children. Thanks for joining me.